If you spend 2 hours on Instagram and you don't make $500 a day, then check every profile that comes into your feed as you doom scroll like a dopamine zombie. Check if they have a website and if they're selling something of their own. Services, coaching, ebooks, anything. For example, that guy. See, this guy is selling something. Let's check the website. All right, some coaching, one-on-one live coaching. That's exactly what we need. So it means it's selling something that's even expensive. So whenever you find a profile like that, you just save it in a folder called leads, and then you keep going. Same thing here, some coaching to start an Airbnb service. This guy is selling something, it seems to be working, so he might need other stuff. So we'll just save him. And then you keep going. And when you start to feel like shit for scrolling for the past 2 hours, then just get up, get on your laptop and go to your saved folder. You're gonna head over to the saved reels. So we're gonna get to that list with the leads. I just added 2 of them that I got within a minute. You can get a ton of them. If you spend too much time on your phone, then that's a good thing. It means you have time to collect a ton of leads. So these are the leads we collected. This is the first one. Then we got the second one here. What you want to do is go on their website. And from here, you have a ton of options. You either want to scrape it with some extension that you can install. There's one that works. It's called hunter.io. If you can't do it, they usually have some kind of contact form. This guy just added his email on the page. So that's pretty straightforward. For this guy here, might be more difficult. In that case, you want to enter the funnel. So here there's a form to complete. You want to complete the form. This way you enter the funnel. You're probably going to get a welcome email, and that's where you get the email address. It's a bit annoying for them, but it works great. And the harder it is, the better, because it means less people will try to get their email and sell them stuff. So that means less competition for you. Once you're done with this, with scraping the emails, either with extensions or by entering the funnels or by just scraping it on their website, you want to add the leads in a Google Sheet. I have a Lead Sniper Google Sheet that allows you to filter out duplicates. So this way you won't collect twice the same leads. And if you start to have a team of VAs that do it for you, then you need this to make sure you don't pay twice for the same leads. You can find the free template of that Google Sheet that has formulas to check for everything in the description, if it helps. Once you add the leads in your Google Sheet, then you want to head over and open a Google Doc with ChatGPT, and you're going to use that prompt, which is in the description as well. And the goal here is to create a 4-email cold email sequence where each email is a one-liner question. The goal is to, I'm not going to read everything, but the goal is to do a 4-email sequence, which is usually what I use over the past, which has for goal to start a conversation. We're not trying to sell anything yet. You want to be different from all of those people that send those big, huge paragraphs, which nobody has the time to read and they don't know you. So why would they give you their time, their precious time? So this prompt here will help you create a sequence with one-liners, very simple. And what you can do when you do your scraping, you don't just want to scrape the Instagram account. You want to try to get their first name. That's very important for personalization in their email. And you can also copy the full bio, right? Because copying the bio gives ChatGPT or any AI some context on what they do, all right? With all of that, the AI will figure out that this guy is doing coaching about Airbnb and he's an entrepreneur. So that's good context. It's pretty smart, so you can do a lot with that. So with all of this data, then you're ready to send cold email sequences, and you want to add the emails you scraped into a tool that can send emails. For example, that's Instantly, but there's a ton of other ones. But I recommend this one because it's working well. There's a link if you want to try it in the description. And you want to write your email sequences with variables. What are variables? These are elements that will change depending on the lead you're talking to. So for example, lead 1 is going to be this guy with this first name, and this Instagram bio. And so for this guy, you're gonna have 4 different emails ready specifically for this guy. And so your emails are basically gonna look like this. So it's gonna be, hey, first name, and then the paragraph, you're not gonna write anything. You're gonna let the variable write the whole thing. And because we asked ChatGPT to write a 4 email sequence, then you wanna create a variable that's gonna be message 1. That's gonna be the first email. Email 2 will be same thing with message 2. If it's too complicated, make sure you do things manually because you don't have a lot of volume here, so you can do it manually. As soon as you start to have those hundreds or thousands of leads, that's when you wanna make sure you automate everything. But for now, just keep it simple. The automation will be important here so that it sends the 4 emails automatically because, you know, everybody's lazy. If you don't send those follow-ups, you're not going to get replies because the money is made in the conversations, not just by sending 1 email that you're going to get results. So this is why I always recommend 4 at least. Now, what to do when they reply? So the reply is going to depend on what you're offering. So they might be curious about your messages, and then what you can do is reply with screen recordings. I recommend you use Loom or Screen Studio, which is the tool I'm currently using to make that video. So this way you can show your face. It makes you more trustworthy with all of those people who want to start their faceless business. You want to have a face because it makes you different. So use those things and try to solve one problem, one small, tiny problem, as fast and as cheaply as possible. This way you can show that you can actually help, right? You want to make it fast, and those videos you want to keep them 1 minute maximum. Those are strangers. They don't have time. They don't trust you. You want to make sure you respect their time. And as you do this, there will be a point where those people will be interested by what you have to offer or whatever problem they have that you can solve. And that's where you start to actually deliver on the solution or hire people to do it for you. I hope this helped. I've enlisted a bunch of good videos in the past, so if you want to keep that video, make sure you like and subscribe, so this way it will be added to your liked videos. And if you want a video that breaks down the process of how I use AI to really help me write my emails and personalize them, you can watch this other video that's here or in the description. Thanks for your time. See you in the trenches. Bye-bye.